But what's your end goals? Like, what do y'all want to be? Do you guys want to be somebody's wife? What do you want to be?
Yeah, see, we talk about that all the time on the show. Sometimes I don't really know if I necessarily want to get married.
Do you want to have kids?
I do want to have kids, but I'm not sure if I want to get married.
So why do you... This is my question.
Okay.
Why... Do you want to have kids?
No! She always have kids.
We got a drink. I got too much shit to do.
But why? Okay, so you don't want to have kids. So okay, you a different story. But you...
Okay.
You want to have kids, but you don't know if you want to get married. So that means that you already going to be... You're planning to already bring this child into... And have a deficit in their life, right?
I mean, I feel like if I find the right person, we could get married. Sometimes I don't really have a lot of faith.
But do you have to find the right person to have the baby?
I do think I have to find the right person to have a kid, but I also feel like I'm in a position where I'm doing things for my own, so I would completely be okay with having to take on that responsibility by myself as far as financial should go if I have to.
I don't think that's okay.
I don't think it's okay neither, but I feel like it's the reality of like the generation that we live in, because I just feel like that's how most of these niggas are.
Zaccheus, I'm gonna give you the floor, but I need to present this to you. So,
okay.
This is the problem with baby mama culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad light skinned Keisha gave pushback and said, so you want to have kids, okay? You don't want to get married, but then you say you want to get married, but you got to find the right person. But then when asked, well, don't you got to find the right person to have kids with? Her response is, well, you know, I can handle things financially. Let me ask you something, man. Is fatherhood even respected anymore when you hear stuff like that? Because it takes more than just money to raise a child.
Yeah, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a mother and a father to raise a properly, mentally. And I'm gonna say this. Take
your time. You're a married man with children. Take your time.
Yes, mentally. And this is why we have so much of our folks, young people, that make rotten decisions. They're always in need. They desire attention because they don't get it at home. They desire attention, meaning that the absence of a father is needed in the home. And young women cry out for attention. Young men cry out for attention because the Bible is right. It takes a mother and a father to raise a child properly and a mentally healthy child. And when a parent is missing in the home, it messes up the child mentally. In most cases, I would say in most cases, not all cases, but in most cases, because as a young child gets older, as a daughter or son get older, is decisions that they make determine their destination. But in the same token, society, when welfare was brought upon our community, it was designed to keep the black man out of the home and keep the black woman in welfare with her children. And in order for her to get welfare, the black man cannot be present. Now, this was systematically placed in our neighborhood to keep the families divided, to keep the families in the division and divided, to keep the black man raising a strong black man in the home. This is where the feminicity society comes in, where if a black man is missing in the home, then the son has is a woman to raise him. All the daughter has is a woman to raise her, the daughter. So therefore it becomes like a norm in our society, in our community, to see a black man away. And this is why this young lady said what she said in the audio, that no, I can, keep the black man out, keep the man out the house. Yes. I can do it for myself. I can do it by myself and for myself. because it's been because of society, it's been placed in the mental state of the woman.
Mhm.
So the black woman to keep that, yes, I can do it without a man. I don't need a man in the house. And let's keep the brothers feminine and keep the black man out the house without the keep the black man out the house and keep the woman present in the household, and society driven in her head that yes, I can do it without, but I can raise my kids without a man. And this has been driven and bombarded in our society for the longest time, and it's consistently. This is why she said what she said in the audio, because she was like, "Listen, I want to have children." And there's a lot of women's attitude. I want to have children, but some women attitude, I want to have children, but I don't want to necessarily get married. So it's already embedded in the mental state, the psyche of the woman that, listen, I can have as many kids as I want, maybe with different men, or maybe with one man, and I can just, when I'm ready, I can kick him out, and I can raise this child, not knowing that a lot of us lost in this wilderness, not knowing that the destruction of the husband-wife household, is a destruction of the household to keep us in a separation, the man and the woman in separation, and to push aside the man that's supposed to be teaching the man how to be a man. You hear what I said, Fifth? Teaching the boy how to be a man. Mm-hmm. That element out, and keeping the woman. You cannot. The woman is designed to nurture, but a man is designed to be in the household to nurture as well. As far as like, a woman cannot teach a boy to be a man. So he needs a man in the household to have that foundation. And without that foundation, the husband and wife element is confusion. Yeah. And when it's confusion, and a woman and the man is not in the household, mm-hmm. and this is just a woman in the household, this is where the confusion comes in. Because now, let me go into this now. Loss of identity. Daddy's not present. So it's a loss of identity in many cases, even for the woman. A loss of identity. This is where, and when the people are lost and they don't know who they are and where they come from, they're dangerous people, and there's a confusion, and this is where the elements of the devil sinks in and get them. They get the mental state, and is a disarray. There's no more structure of a husband and wife household, and in many cases, that's what the woman said in the audio. In this society, it's considered played out. So this is where we at right now in our community. Yeah.